This is Family in Focus with Dr. Wendy Schofer, episode number 106. All right, my friends, welcome back. It's a little bit. It is good here to be here with you. I'm going to take a sip of coffee with that one. All right. So, for those that are listening, you may be like, hey, Wendy sounds a little bit different today. For those that are watching in the video, you will know exactly why. This is called roll out of bed, bedhead, coffee. I still have on my pie pants, pajama pants, all that kind of stuff. And we're going to talk about why. Yeah, let's just dive right into that. So I'm trying something new today. You ever notice how there is just that thing that you kind of get into this kind of approach or routine where you're like, this is what it needs to look like in order to do it. This is the way I feel. This is just what needs to happen in order to make it just right. Oh my gosh, I have so many examples of all the just right things in my mind, which I honed very nicely throughout medical school, that things need to look a certain way. You need to be dressed a certain way to be able to call yourself professional. You need to be cleaned up. Like this has really spilled over into so many other parts of my life, including that I need to, of course, take a shower and have my hair look nice before I get on a video, before I record anything. By the way, do you know how much effort it takes to get curly hair to look what the curly hair person thinks looks nice? Other people could be like, wow, your hair is ravishing today. And I'm like, oh my God, I just got out of bed. It's all relative. Okay. Anyway, so I created all these rules for myself that it needs to look a certain way. And I started toying around earlier this week with one of the improv games that I use on stage, and I was talking with one of the parents in the current Family in Focus group coaching program. So we're in the second week, and I was talking with her about an improv game and how we can use that game in order to maybe just kind of play, explore, be able to see what else is possible for ourselves. As always, we're always starting as ourselves, and practicing playing here as parents, and then seeing how we can invite our kids to do it as well. So here's the game. It's called New Choice. This is what it looks like on stage. Okay. So with improv comedy, I'm talking about improvisational comedy, where you basically have characters that get up on stage. Usually, I think of it, starting off with two people in a scene, and you're given a little bit of background. So perhaps you're given like who these two characters are, like what's their relationship to each other, and where they are. Okay, so characters, location, and then go. They start making up a scene, creating a scene, telling you more about the relationship and what's going on the spot. So that's the improvisational part. And in this game called New Choice, what happens is periodically throughout that scene, there will be an extra support person on the side that will ring a bell, ding. I'm sorry, I have to laugh whenever I do the ding, ding, and they'll yell out new choice. And whatever was happening right before the bell, the person that was, kind of the person who was speaking, acting, whatever it is, has to create a new choice for whatever it was that they were doing. So if there was something that they were doing that was very physical, so say they were walking, and for those that are listening, I'm just kind of using my hands right now. They were walking around on stage. Okay. Maybe that kind of looked like they were hiking. Well, ding, new choice. Well, maybe now they're skydiving. So my arms go out and you're like, all right, doing something else. And it just kind of steers the scene into another direction. And of course, on stage, we have lots of fun. We'll hit it again. Ding, new choice. And so instead of skydiving, now they're deep sea fishing. I'm not sure why I just held my hand and put my hand up like a snorkel for deep sea fishing. But you see where I'm going with this, as far as like you just kind of get into it and like it's just rapid fire. Like, let's see where else we can steer this. Well, this can also happen when a character is acting out a particular emotion, like, oh, I feel really mad. Oh, well, watch out. As soon as you say that, ding, new choice. I feel ecstatic. And then they act from the ecstasy, feeling ecstatic. Ding, I feel like I just got run over by a truck. Okay, by the way, we all know that that is so not a feeling. But anyway, but hey, it's improv, anything goes. And then what happens? And so, what I've done with this is, first of all, had a ton of fun on stage because we are all cracking up, going from one to the other to the other. I've also learned how that emotion, whatever it is that you're feeling, well, we could hit new choice right away and it totally changes the direction of the scene. Same thing, like getting into the motion, the movement, the body, and changing how the body is moving can completely change the direction of where you're going. I take this off stage and I did it this morning. Okay. So I, oh, having fun. So, a couple of things. I've been kind of tossing around for a while about whether or not I want to go out and do stand up comedy. Okay. It's all coming back to comedy and stage because I will admit I am terrified of hitting the record button. Still am. All the things come up about what it needs to look like, about the hair, all the things. And that's been kind of weighing me down. So I have been tossing around this idea of signing up for a stand-up comedy class for at least 3 months as I look at the timing, because I know I saw messages that I sent back in September. It's now January. And I realized that whenever I think about it, all the things go up into my head. Like it's all spinning about how I'm not funny. I'm not funny. It's going to be terrifying getting out there. It's going to be just me on stage. And I'm scared. I'm scared. And so I hit the bell this morning and I said, new choice. Okay, hold on, hold on. Ring. New choice. I'm excited. I just kind of tried it on for a minute. Like, what would it be like to be excited about stand-up comedy? I was like, ooh, that kind of feels cool. Like, I could be in front of everyone. I could be owning the stage. And it was something that it just kind of flipped for a minute. It was just a minute, not even. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm tired of spinning in this fear. I'm tired of sticking with this. That it was just something that I was coming back to, accepting that fear had to be a part of this. It was just something I kept on practicing. It was the only scene I was in. And so me hitting new choice was something that just kind of broke the pattern. And it was enough for me to say, I signed up. Okay. So I'm acknowledging that I'm still, whatever, the fear is still there. But you know what? There's something else there. There's another pattern that I'm practicing right now, and it's excitement. And we can always talk about how, fear, hesitation, sometimes that can also feel very similar to excitement in the body. Hey, whatever. You know what? For right now, I'm just going to say I'm hitting a new choice and I'm choosing to roll with the excitement. That's what got me going to the next step. Well, that also spread to me thinking, hold on a minute. I've been dragging my feet on recording a podcast. I've been kind of hanging out thinking I need to get up, get moving, do all the things, take my shower, watch. New choice. new choice. I'm just going to do it. So there, I wasn't thinking so much about the emotion. I was just thinking about all the things that need to go into what creates the podcast. And I was like, screw it. I'm just going to get a cup of coffee first. Yeah, because I need that. So it's breaking the pattern. And we are so commonly in the same pattern, habitual, the way that we move, the way that we think, the way that we feel, the way that we act. What if you just hit ding, new choice? Now, easy to say, and what makes it even easier to actually do is that we're inviting some game with it. It's some play. Like, hey, there's no big deal here. All we're going to do is just ding, have some fun, and just gently, or maybe yell at ourselves in a playful way. New choice. New choice. When we do this, we are inviting some fun. It's a different type of a spirit. It's like, hey, let's just kind of see what's going on. There's nothing that we have to attach to. Oh my God, I need to change something here. I need to make it fun and exciting when I just feel dread or fear. No. And it's also not about gaslighting yourself. Okay. Trying to tell yourself that you don't actually feel that way. No, it's just trying it on. It's just playing. And sometimes you may be like, no, that is so not fitting. You try it on, you're like, ooh, no, that doesn't fit for me. That's okay. I think that this is something that is really helpful for us as parents to first try on the whole concept that you can kind of switch gears and switch gears kind of rapidly. Like, hey, I was moving this way. Ding, new choice. I'm going to try walking a little bit differently right now. Maybe I kind of felt like I was a little bit kind of slow and heavy with, the way that I was walking, kind of feeling down. I'm going to just try a little pep in my step. Okay. See what it's like. So changing some movement. Maybe just trying an emotion. I really feel, insert the blank right now. I feel excited. Okay. You could do it the other way. Ding. I feel melancholy. You can try it on. It's not like we're trying to steer this in a particular direction. It's just having some fun and seeing what is possible. We can also, with play, start seeing what it's like. Well, if I'm going to switch from feeling excited to melancholy, well, how would I move? How would I act? How would I talk to myself? What would I be thinking that I'd be feeling that melancholy? It actually starts bringing to life the tools that we've been talking about with the model and that connection between our thoughts, our feelings, our behaviors, our actions. So I think it's a fun way to play for us as adults. Now, be mindful before you go and start using this with your kids, because I got to tell you, it is completely fun and you can have a riot with it. But play with yourself. Okay, I did totally just say that. Play with yourself first, okay? Totally play with yourself. See how you can use this, because it is a tool, it is a game, and get to kind of feel it out first so that you can see what is possible. Because I think that that's really the secret. When we get to use these tools, play with them first, and then we get to invite others to join us, as opposed to telling them, hey, we're just going to start playing new choice. I don't like your attitude, new choice. You got to switch it. No, that is not the intention here. And it will be met with resistance, because that's not play. So start playing with it first, okay? All in the spirit of play. And then you can start inviting others to join you. And then I want to know how that's working out for you. Please, as always, you can drop me an email. You can, join Family in Focus. Hey, by the way, come on over to the website. All the links are in the show notes, and you can join the current or the next group that's going to be starting up. So basically, I have made the decision that we're going to be going to quarterly starts for the Family in Focus group coaching program. And so you will find out all of the information there. And I will see you soon because I have more coffee to drink on my own right now. And that is my final choice. Mm. See you soon.